All right, hey girl. I shuffled and pulled out the two cards that popped for you. Normally I wouldn't do this, but you just barely missed the live video, and I was gonna continue, but there was nobody on, so I pulled a couple cards for you. Trust Yourself and Bast. I did a Goddess Guidance instead of the Zen Tarot because I already put that deck away, but that one's cleansed as well, and I prayed over it. So let's read the message from the Trust Yourself. This is a very, very beautiful card, like one of my favorites so far in this deck. So, you are wise. You know how to grow even without knowing how you know. Like the ancient forest, spectacular galaxies, and the acorn that becomes an oak. There is natural intelligence for growth that is beyond the logical and reason. It just happens at the deepest levels. We are governed by this force that is so palpable, it literally shapes the world. At the same time, it is so invincible that sometimes we forget its presence and worry that our minds have to work everything out for life to happen and for us to be all right. We can become unnecessarily anxious about affairs and that life will unfold. This oracle brings the message that you are growing. You really are. Don't doubt it. Even if you don't see it yet, remember that so much is happening when the seed is still unbroken in the ground below the earth. It is summoning up all the might and power and force it needs to push above the topsoil and burst out into the light. It is essential for anything good to happen later on, yet we don't see any of that. We just have to trust that things will happen when the time is right. You will also be asked to trust yourself. You know how to grow. Don't overthink things. It won't help you. Don't worry so much. You are doing a great job in the game of life. When you trust yourself, you relax and you can heed your own wisdom, insight, and messages much more clear and easily. The oracle comes with particular guidance. You have a big destiny in this lifetime and much to experience. Sometimes you make the error of judging something that is unpleasant as negative or a mistake. It isn't. It's just part of your great hunger for experience. It doesn't mean you have to have a lot of it, but when you don't shame yourself for it. Simply let it be. Maybe it's just Fesslier for the next step on your path. It's all part of your life process, and it's a sign of growth. This oracle is also telling you not to resist any points of instability in your life. This even applies to your most treasured relationships or creative projects. That instability is just a growing pain because more conscious, more love, and more light wants to infiltrate and pervade all parts of your life. An instability is not a sign of sickness, but growth. So don't fret it. Instead, choose to follow and grow. Awesome card. So trust yourself. And 31 breaks down to a 4, which is things that are built to last. So it's probably saying that you're like a stable person, but to learn from any mistakes and to grow into your life. 4, because it's a 31, but it breaks down to a 4. So that's like air, water, fire, earth. It's like northeast, southwest. 4s can also relate to Capricorn. And if I remember correctly, you're a Capricorn because we're stable. We're pentacle energy. So, and then you got Bast. So the message on this card is your independence is a foundation for your strength and your success. Like the cat, you are fiercely independent, yet you also need affection and playful companions. Now is the time to balance your social interactions with solitude. While you may ask others for their opinions, ultimately you must make your own decisions. Your freedom and independence are top priorities, so ensure these characteristics are nurtured. Very cool card. So those are your cards that I got for you. And like I said, normally I wouldn't do that, but you just missed my reading, my live video. So there you go, Abby. Hope you enjoyed.